Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered! Today, it's going to be a ZVZ, a long macro one, between Killer and HerO here on Fighting Spirit. Top left, it is HerO, the brown Zerg player, and in the bottom right, we have the blue Zerg player, it is Killer. Now, RJBTV found this, okay? So go ahead and go over to RJBTV on YouTube. Just search that term in the search bar. Leave a comment on one of his videos saying thank you for the long ZVZ and tell him that Falcon sent ya. RJB said this is the longest professional ZVZ he has ever seen. He put it in the Discord, kind of just a teaser, and I was like, holy smokes. That is the longest ZVZ I've ever seen as well, and is a professional game. And I asked him to cast it, and he said that I could. So again, RJB, a nice dude. Alrighty then, so most ZVZs are like, I don't know, anywhere between 3 minutes to 7 minutes. 10-minute ZVZs or more are very, very rare, I feel like. So, this is going to be interesting. It's Fighting Spirit, so it's a familiar map for most of you. Hold on a second, is it? I'm realizing, actually, that ramp looks weird. What the heck map is this? No, it is. That thing, and then this ramp looks weird, though, doesn't it? Bridge here. Why am I having, like, weird thoughts about this? No, this is Fighting Spirit. Yeah. It needs a little bit adjusted. This ramp positioning is freaking me out. I don't know why. Like, maybe somebody did something to make the ramps a little bit more even. I don't know. But anyway, speed's coming in faster from Killer, or rather from HerO. This extractor is not done for Killer yet, so speedlings are going to be out sooner for HerO. We'll see how that works out. I'm going to say he's probably favored in this match, but again, I've cast a bunch of games where I feel like one player is favored over the other one, but the result is not, right? The result is not that. Not what I expected it to be. So, very quick lair here. We are just jumping to Mutalisks, aren't we? Fair enough. Makes a lot of sense. I mean, the lair is going to be behind here. So he gets a lair and he gets speed going before Killer even starts his own metabolic boost. So this is definitely, I feel like HerO has an advantage right now, although if Killer can hang on to this natural base, get something of an economic advantage out of it, and HerO can't win the game with this whole speedling, I assume, Mutalisk attack that's coming out, then Killer might be in a fine position. So, I mean, again, this is this is a longer macro game, so obviously this is not a game where HerO just shows up and wins in these first 10 minutes, right? Right. So, a handful of Zerglings out. Speed, Killer's speed is not that too far behind, but his lair timing is super far behind. Look at this. Look at how almost done HerO's is, and Killer's is like, nah, man, we're just getting started over here. Don't mind us. Playing a little bit defensively here, too, is HerO, but he decides to move it out. Sees how many lings there are here, does Killer's Zergling. Doesn't want to die, but also wants to see how many of these are there. Yeah, speed is finished, which is bad news for me. So he's got his lings lined up in a wall here, making another set of Zerglings. Metabolic boost for him is going to finish. Again, speed doesn't increase the amount of damage that you do, but it really feels like it helps so much in these engagements. So speed is done here. Excellent. So he's setting into position. He's got 3 more sets of lings coming in here now, and that should be enough to defend. I like this. I like this a lot. So the early game for Killer is okay. The Spire timing, though, is just light years ahead of what Killer is going to be able to do as far as getting Mutalisks out. And that's what happens when you don't take an expansion, is you can do things faster, and you know, you take your gas faster as well. Just little changes you make to your build here, you know. So let's see if we get. He doesn't have enough gas. Not enough gas for a Spire. Oh boy. Now this is where the lings come in for Killer and say there's not even an expansion for you. Okay. I'm feeling okay about this, but it probably means there's some kind of early tech coming I'm not ready for, and it's probably Mutalisks. So I wouldn't be shocked if Killer threw down a Spore or 2 in these bases. Yeah, Evolution Chamber coming for that Spore tech. Not too shocked by that at all. Spire coming in from HerO, and we mentioned a million times, you can make 5 Mutalisks now. Look at that timing! Ah, that was sick. Hold on, but what about more Mutalisks, though? Why are you only making 3? You have enough gas to make 2 more. Oh, wait, there's 3, and Oh, we're getting +1 flyer attack, so that makes it so we can make 4, and then your 5th right now. Yeah? 5? Come on. Come on, HerO. 5 Mutalisks. 4 is a weird number. It makes me feel weird inside. Alright, fine. It's 4 Mutalisks. Guess who's getting spores, though? That's right. Killer is. He's not dumb. So, let's see. I'm going to kill a Zergling there. I'm going to try to kill all of these Zerglings, but, you know, they're going to split up. Split! It's the Popos, is what they're saying. Zerglings cruising down. Spore Colony coming up. And Spore Colony there as well. This Overlord taking some hits, but not going to die before it escapes. And by that I mean, it almost died, but not quite. So we got Lings defending. We got a Spore here as well. And the Lings want to do a bit of a run by, but no, and any hit these Mutalisks take is bad. Don't take hits if you're Mutalisks. It's big chunks off of your HP, man. A lot of Lings expanding behind it. Here is HerO. And really, nobody's done that much damage today. Like, one drone just died. One drone died. A couple Zerglings have died as well. Right? You know the story here. Mutalisks trying to find an angle where the Spore can't hit them. They are denying all mining from the natural base right now. They're being super ultra annoying with that. And HerO's natural base should be able to come up without really Killer doing anything about it. Being able to do anything about it at all. Couple Scourge in case the Mutas dive on in here. Maybe looking for reinforcing Mutalisks that might be coming across the map, but Production tab says no. That is definitely not happening. What did the Scourge just kill an Overlord? Ah, did supply block HerO. That's what happened. So it killed an Overlord. It is 13 to 12 workers. HerO's been trying to catch up on worker count a little bit as well as base count, and it looks like he's done it. So at this stage in the game, this is supply block, sure. Super, super annoying stuff, but otherwise pretty even. 13 to 12 workers, 2 base to 2 base. I don't know what Killer's gonna do with this gas, because he hasn't made any Mutalisks yet. He's got the Lings, he's got some Scourge. Enough Lings defending here to make it hard for this group to do anything with it, and also the Mutalisks overhead can be a problem. But check out, oh, nice control. Nice control on those Scourge. I mean, this is a lot of gas. That could be some Mutalisks, but instead it's all of the Scourge. So Lings are trying to knock down this hatchery. Yeah, HerO's like, I can't engage here. Let's buy as much time as we can. The Lings actually decide to chase on up. They're like, if you don't have... Wow. HerO's in a lot of trouble all of a sudden. Drones are going to die. One drone goes down easily. The Mutalisks are trying to clear this out. Oh, a Muta goes down. Another drone gets killed. It's 10 to 20 workers. Killer was droning up hugely behind that attack. He got some economic damage done over here. 10 drones for HerO right now, and Killer is up by 10 workers. Doubling the worker count. His own Mutalisks are in production. He's like, aha. I did not need Mutalisks before, but now I do. Man, this is great. Super long macro ZVZ between HerO and Killer. Is this not getting an epic tag? I don't see any situation where this is not potentially getting an epic tag. Man. Whew. Absolutely incredible stuff so far. ZVZ awesomeness. So, Scourge. They might have got a hit on this Mutalisk here, but I don't know. Hard to tell. I might have taken a hit previously. I think the only thing that could really damage these things are the spores, obviously, and the Scourge. So, the Mutas don't want to kill that, or the Scourge don't want to kill that Overlord. Oh, that was disgusting. Way to come back around and hit that. Single Zergling rolling into the natural base. Going to try to get a drone kill. That's not going to happen, though. So the Mutas are defending very jealously. And look, his own Mutaflock for the first time today. His own Mutaflock for the first time today here. Goodness. So working on Air Carapace, Flyer Carapace, both players are. HerO's is a little bit ahead. Ah, Queen's Nest on the way here from Killer. So the question is, where do we go once we're at Mutatech. And in the longer ZVZs that I've cast, I did have a really nice one between Lenok and Castro. I want to say that was last year, where it just turned into the biggest, like, Mutalisk versus Mutalisk battle of all time. There were some Devourers involved. There were definitely Scourge involved as well. But it was just Mutalisks. Another one, SC2 Pro, or S2 Pro versus Gambler. I think those are names we're looking at. Was another super long ZVZ. Definitely not Pro level, but pretty good nevertheless. We got Lurkers, Ultralisks, Defilers, Queens. I mean, that was the most insane ZVZ I've ever cast to this day, I think. And that was part of the Gosu Gamers replay pack, so it makes a lot of sense why it was in there. But yeah, we're going Hive Tech. So what do we need Hive Tech for? I guess, you know, that could be for Devourers. It is entirely a 100 billion% possibility we see Devourers out of Killer here. It's a weird thing to do. We don't see Devourers very much in games at all, especially 1v1 professional level stuff. But, you know, sometimes you got to think outside of the box. So what you got to do. HerO has no interest whatsoever in going for a Hive Tech. He's actually caught up in worker supply. He's at 22 workers, and it's 58 total supply. So he's somehow recovered beautifully there. Like, insanely well. To be down 10 to 20 workers in a ZVZ and then just recovered, no big deal. I guess Killer is just intent on defending. That's part of the reason why HerO's getting away with this, and I feel like that's a bit of a mistake. Right? I mean, look at this. We're up to a huge number of mutas. We got the 1-1 upgrades, because remember, he got that +1 flyer attack earlier. He has the upgrade advantage on Killer, who's only at 1 Carapace and nothing else. Who, okay, it's actually working. Oh, this is 2. This is 2 Carapace from Killer. Interesting. And this is 2 Carapace lagging behind from HerO. So for a minute here, it's going to be pretty even. It'll be 2 Carapace versus 1 Carapace, 1 attack. Macro Hatch here. What is your further tech for, man? What on earth are we getting Hive for exactly? We're just going for +3 attack and armor for your Mutalisks. There's a Greater Spire on the way. There it is. I see you. I see you coming in, Greater Spire. Okay, so I think it is Devourers. Once again, how are these Lings getting in here? I guess there aren't any Sunkens in the natural or any kind of defense really at all. Mutaflok gonna try to do some super annoying stuff. Trying to burn down a Spore, but enemy Mutalisks have arrived. And I don't even... Sure, whatever. Spore plus enemy Mutas is just... The Spore is... Yeah, it helps a lot, man. Static defense, not on its own. Like, that number of Mutas would have taken down the Spore if it was by itself, but because there were enemy Mutalisks helping supporting it, it didn't die. Took out a couple things that way, and we called it a good day. So another Zergling gets in. Insane. He's got 3 kills. No, oh man, he might have killed 3 drones while all this stuff was happening up here. So 20 to 22 total workers. A third base is on the way here from HerO. Any sign of a third base from Killer? No. Zergling sees this. Zergling sees this. Sees no third base. Is pretty happy about that. So this has, I mean, it's just Devour. It's not going to be Guardians. Guardians aren't going to do anything for us today. Zero utility Guardians. Again, Scourge, great. Wait, what the? Production tab says Devour. Okay. It lagged a little bit. Like, I saw the cocoons show up, but there wasn't the Devour in the production tab. Alright, so it is going to be Devourers at 13 minutes and 25 workers for Killer. What? This is amazing. Devourers in a 1v1. We see Devourers in the team games that I like to cast on Sundays, right? Sunday live stream is for fun games, user-submitted games, fastest map team games, which if you're into that stuff, that's what Sundays are for a lot of the time. And we will see Devourers in those games way, way more often than we will ever see them in a 1v1. Just because, I don't know, they're not great. They attack super slowly, which is their biggest problem. Their damage is fine. The debuff that they apply, the Acid Spore, is great. It's just they attack too slowly, right? If there was one thing I think to make Devourer better and like more viable in more matchups would be if their attack speed wasn't like the slowest attack speed of all time. So we're trying to... This is crazy, man. Ah! Scourge exploding the Devour... Oh my gosh, all the Devourers died. Are any of these guys Acid Spored? I don't think any of these Mutalisks got Acid Spored at all. I don't know. That's a lot of... Man, a lot of HerO's Mutalisks are really injured. Yeah, there you go. think he recognized that. He's like, I can kill more of these than I'm going to lose. Again, a few of mine are super injured as well, but come on. So the Devourers, I'm going to give them a real solid, didn't really work out rating. Third base is pretty happy here from HerO. Ling's rolling up, though. And the Zerglings have no upgrades because nobody cares about Lings at the 15-minute mark of a ZVZ. All the upgrades that we're ever going to see for the rest of the game are definitely going to go to Mutalisks. Although, I say that for the rest of the game, and that's probably not accurate. Probably not accurate. Again, this game is longer. I wouldn't be surprised to see some upgrades going to things other than Mutalisks. Alright, those were Scourge connecting with Devourers, but they've got a lot of HP, man. That's it. They're tanky. They're pretty fast, right? They're not super zippy. They have a weird model. Like, you can tell they're definitely an evolution of a Mutalisk because they have this curving C shape that Mutas do. Guardians look nothing like Mutalisks. Like, it doesn't make any sense why they come from those, but yeah. Like this hunched over, bad spinal positioning for a human style stuff on the Devourers. Also, they're gross. Like, Mutas are gross too, but Devourers are gross right now. I say that as a Zerg main. Oh, Adrenal Glands coming in. Ground Carapace on the way. A Defiler Mound from Killer getting his third base. Light years behind HerO's, though. That's not great. That is not great. 28 to 26 workers. You have more workers. Fantastic. But your opponent is on 3 bases. And the more important thing is this third extractor, which, again, Zerg units, super gas heavy. Every Mutalisk is 100 gas. Scourge, tons of gas per pair. Defilers, not cheap for gas either. Devourers, not cheap for gas either. Oh, just really focusing down those Devourers. Hey, we took some Acid Spores, though. That's good. And the Zerglings get chased away. The Hatchery didn't take too much damage, actually. So third base up for Killer. And HerO is fleeing the premises, making 5 pairs of Scourge at the moment and going for his own hive. Because he knows. He's like, all right, look. I took Acid Spore hits. Even 1 Acid Spore hit, which is what we have over here, is enough to increase the damage taken by 1, but that's 1 for every Glaive Worm hit that you take from an enemy Mutalisk. That adds up. That totally adds up. So I don't, yeah. I mean, you're like, okay, fine. Maybe we fight fire with fire here. And that Acid Spore sticks around for a while, doesn't it? Certainly does. Got an attack of Lings trying to come on into the third base and kill it, but enough Mutas are over ahead. They don't actually have attack upgrades, which makes them so they kill Zerglings slower. Oh, and a Lurker aspect. Okay, so we're seeing Lurkers, we're seeing Adrenalings, we're seeing Devourers. This is turning into pretty much what I hoped for the super, super long ZVZ. Hydralisk Den coming in, so both players kind of moving to Lurker aspect. I mean, obviously Killer is much further along that road. HerO, personally, doesn't have Hydralisk Den yet, but I think he'll go for it. Ooh, fourth base from HerO, left side. So it's just funny. Like, the macroing, the expansion patterns for Zergs and ZVZs are so slow compared to Zergs in, like, every other matchup, right? So that drone transfer is in a lot of trouble. Really bad, actually. Real bad drone transfer. But we got a Spore over here. We've got a bunch of Zerglings, Mutalisks overhead, 36 to 31 workers, and now HerO has a really nice advantage with the third base. And the worker advantage here, too. So, Adrenal 0-0 Lings. We're going to add this to the list of things you don't see very much. Unless it's a crazy, crazy ZVZ, right? So this fourth base is probably dead. I mean, wow, look, I mean, fight, though. Adrenal Lings versus non-Adrenal Lings? Yeah, not going to go well. But then a billion Mutalisks show up. And that's enough of that. We got a Plague being researched. We got some Plague Ooze in the future. Feeling that. He really wants to kill this base. But, no. 2 Lings are probably not going to do it. What are these guys doing? Oh, is there actually... There's still a hatchery here? And there are still 15 Mutalisks sitting here? Nice. Good scouting, guys. Really, really well done. Again, the vision here from HerO is great. He knows where Killer is trying to expand. At least he'll have vision on it. Whether he can prevent it or not is a different question, that's for sure. So, actually, do they have the Carapace upgrade now, too? They do have the Carapace upgrade, too. Nice. Missile attacks on the way. Hydralisk movement coming in. I'm actually making Lurkers, whereas Adrenal Glands are coming in from HerO. His Lurker aspect, I think, just finished as, yes, he is morphing in some Lurkers inside his natural base. Oh, Actually, HerO's Ling won that battle. That was not a 1v1. It shouldn't have been anyway, because adrenal glands on both of them and +1 armor on Killer's Lings means she should have won, but I think there's maybe more than one. More than one Zergling in the house. Two Nidus Canals coming in at the same time from HerO. Where the heck is he building two Nidus Canals? Right here? Yeah, the morphing animation for Nidus Canals are always huge. And I'm like, is that a Hydralisk den? No, it's a Nidus Canal. Look at it shrink down. Zonk. It's such a big little birthing structure. It's huge. It's way overcompensating. Anywho, oh, lurkers defending the base. Lings, get out of here. HerO's Zerglings. Okay, so that lurker has 4 kills, the easiest kills you're ever going to get. Plague's coming in here from HerO. He's also researching Burrow and making another Nidus Canal. Oh, this is probably the other end. Yeah, that's the other end. Other end there, and don't know where the other end is for the other. He hasn't done it yet. Okay, cool. So, man, 112 to 100 total supply. Once again, the macro in ZVZs is its own stupid thing. Plague! Oh, on those overlords. Catching some of the mutas as well. The mutas are... Oh, the Dark Swarm protecting the Defilers. They were trying to snipe those off. The Lings can't do anything because there's lurkers down here. Oh, this is a brutal attack. This is a really good attack, but the defensive lurkers are saving the day. Oh, the Plague. The Plague on the Nidus Canals. Also sick. Oh, lurker versus lurker action coming on in right now. It is 115 to 99 supply. HerO has a lead, but a lot of the stuff has been plagued, and that seems really bad. 10 kill lurker here, and you hear the consume, and you're like, okay, hold on. Maybe let's get out of here with our Mutalisks. Oh, this Defiler, though. This Defiler is going to toss down a Plague on you. You're going to get Plagued! Oh, I told you. I warned you about this. Okay, so Nidus Canal gets sniped, but these mutas are going to be out of action for some time. A lot of these mutas are also extremely close to death. Like, really close to death. So, I don't know. I guess get the third base. That's cool. So, Killer, with his extraordinarily plagued Mutalisks, is going to finish off this hatchery. Oh, no, he's not. Just, ow, 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 ow. Ow. Getting one shot here. Oh, that Plague was just disgusting. Oh, look. We have 2 plagued Defilers. 3 of them, actually, for Killer. You burrow, or I guess it doesn't really matter. You're all super dead because you got plagued. How the turns have tabled here. All 3 Defilers end up getting plagued themselves and dead. HerO's third base is toast. There's 1 drone mining here. It exists, but it might as well not exist. 1-1 Hydras are maybe going to try to get on in this way and, oh, kill some free drones is good. Again, the drone counts are not huge. It's 36 to 35 workers right now. It's not amazing. I still feel like this group can handle 2 lurkers. And a bunch of really injured Mutalisks. Oh my gosh. Alright, so all of Killer's Mutalisk died. For, I guess maybe they killed one of the lurkers. That was super cool. But in the end, the Mutalisk group is 2 injured. They're regening some of their health. Their base goes down for HerO. Attempting a 4th base here is Killer, and that gets totally canceled because the Mutalisk sniffed it out. So Overlord down, Drone down, Overlord down, supply blocking Killer no, because he's only at 88 total supply, 91 now. Plague again! Oh no, HerO's plagues have been good. Quick, kill the Zerglings before they kill all the Hydralisks that have been plagued. Excellent, excellent work there. Got some lurkers in the mix. The mutas are thinking about dive bombing into the main base, but there are 3 spores, and there's a Defiler in the neighborhood. So taking a plague to the face and then trying to get rid of spores is not a good feeling at all. So yeah, Lurker, Ling, Hydra, Defiler. The Mutalisk army for Killer is gone. So that's not great. We're going to plague this sucker. Dark Swarm is up. This is a beautiful plague target. Decides not to. Dark Swarm at the top of the ramp. This is where Zerg players say, oh, that's actually really hard to break. Dark Swarm on the top of a ramp with lurkers at the top. And they start to feel what other races feel when they fight against Zerg players in the late game. Absolutely yes. So upgrades for the Hydras are 2 Carapace and +1 attack. On the other side, it's 1 Carapace and no attack upgrades at all for HerO. So upgrade advantage going to Killer at the moment. He's got the 3 bases rolling. He's getting a 4th base in the top right. It is very weakly defended and pretty vulnerable to, I don't know, a big, huge Mutalisk attack checking that corner of the map for the bases. HerO just got this on a timer, man. He's like, all right, so if I was Killer and I was trying to take a 4th base, I'd probably do it now. And yeah, perfect. Sniffed it out, murdered it. And this is the benefit of having a massive Mutalisk flock in a ZVZ. If your opponent doesn't have the Mutalisks, their counter to your Mutalisks is like, boy, I sure hope we get a giant plague on them. And then, I don't know, I guess your Hydras try to win the day after that. But it's not easy. Ah, plague, ooh! The Lings are like, we got you now, suckers. Lings are really good versus Hydras anyway, especially if they have upgrades, but okay, right, so, yeah, Plague's good, you guys. Against squishy units that have, like, low HP anyway, Plague brings you down to the very lowest of HP very quickly. So, I kind of feel like HerO probably has this game, right? I mean, both players are on 3 bases. HerO technically has a 4th, but there's literally no economy happening here at all. Also, the Mutalisk flock coming down can totally wipe out this base. Again, look at the Mutalisks. They're just doing the rounds. They're checking all the different bases. Like, it's probably about time for Killer to try to reestablish that 4th base that he went for that I murdered. Oh, he's not going to actually... This thing, cancel it. Plague! But it doesn't matter. Plague is not instantaneous. You can still take down every one of these Hydras before the Plague ruins you, which it is ruining everything. Scourge take down a healthy Mutalisk, which is a good target for them. Oh, but the Hydra is actually coming to save the day. Oh my gosh, these guys get plagued as well. But the base is saved. Incredible stuff. Ow. Ow. Run. Run, all of you poor 2 HP, 1 HP Mutalisks. This one has 3 for some reason. The regen is happening while the Plague... Oh, yeah, I don't know. I don't actually know the interaction between regen and Plague. It looks like maybe you can get back up to 4 with regen before the Plague ticks again. That's weird. I don't know how that works. Someone smarter than me probably does. So again, it just feels like it's HerO's game. It's 138 to 91 total supply. The 3rd base is sort of running for HerO a bit, but I mean, it's Lurkers and it's Lings and it's Plagues and it's Dark Swarms and it's Free Overlords for some reason. And it's a Plague that catches maybe 4 Hydralisks, not the greatest Plague of all time. There's just, you know, Hydra versus Hydra shenanigans stuff. Some Lurkers coming in to try to assist. It reminds me of one of the Brew War levels in the campaign. I think he just literally... Did they plague each other? Yeah. I think those Defilers literally just plagued each other. And that was probably it. But yeah, there are definitely some levels, or maybe 1 or 2 levels in the Brood War campaign where you're fighting against other Zergs. And yeah, this is it, man. It's Hydras, it's Lurkers, it's Lings, it's Defilers, it's Mutalisks. The CPU will use Guardians against you, which is stupid, but, you know, CPU is a little bit dumb. But, I mean, the CPU's got to show off all the different units available to Zerg, right? You can't not do that. HerO taking a 5th base in the bottom left. Trying to sneak it a little bit. There's literally no defense on it whatsoever. I mean, if 5 Zerglings wandered over there with Adrenal and the upgrades they had, they could probably take it down. So, I don't know. Does map control belong to HerO? I would say yes. Killer is a little bit boxed in, but he's boxed in 4 bases, which is, there's worse things in the world. In a ZVZ at 28 minutes is boxed in 4 bases. Ultralisk Cavern. Okay, HerO going Ultra Tech here, which is definitely interesting. I kind of feel like these Hydras can handle it, man. They got 3-2 upgrades. The Lurkers have no attack upgrades at all. Lurker versus Lurker is always fun because you can't tell what color they are because they're burrowed. But they're definitely attacking each other, that's for sure. So Ultralisk Cavern on the way. Plague going down on HerO's units, but who's retreating because of the Zerglings? Yeah, that's Killer. That is not good. Oh, a Plague on the other side. Catching, again, a Defiler with the Plague. A bunch of Hydras take it to the face as well. And sneaky 5th base lives. There's Defiler and a couple Lurkers defending it, so it's not completely undefended at this point. My gosh. Dark Swarm Lurkers is so hard for Zerg to break. They don't have the splash damage unless they have other lurkers attacking it. Oh, HerO's coming in from all angles, though. Defiler actually managed to get up a Dark Swarm on his units on this bottom half, which is great. And on the top half, and plaguing both sides of Killer's army. That's bad for Killer. Killer does not like this at all. Everything's been plagued. I mean, geez, these Lings are just, they're fast. They can one-shot Hydras that have been dark or plague-ooed. They do really poorly against Zerglings, though. Hey, have these guys just been hanging out? Does HerO just have these mutas and just, like, enjoying their time here? Deciding to come jump in the battle whenever they feel like? I don't know. There is 6 Ultralisks on the way from HerO, though. I mean, he's on 4 gas, which, sure, that can support 6 Ultralisk production. He's spending his money exceptionally well, too. Oh, 7. I apologize. 7 Ultralisks in production here. It feels like HerO just has a bit of a stranglehold on this game. And has for a little bit, right? Yeah, his 3rd base kind of got destroyed a couple times, but he's got a 5th base rolling. Is there any room for Killer to expand here? He barely has enough money for another base. He's making the Hydras. He has the upgrade advantage, but it is getting slimmer all the time. All right, man. 2 lurkers. Nidus instant reinforcements, ahoy! And look, instant reinforcements. 2 Hydralisks. That's not enough. Did we Nidus over here, or did we drop? Oh no, I missed it. Oh, it is a Nidus. Oh, Killer. Killer got a Nidus up in HerO's base. Oh, that's amazing. Did you think he threw up those Dark Swarms? I bet he did. So 3-3 Hydras, man, versus 2-1. It would be enough if it was just Hydra versus Hydra, but man. Zerglings just do so well, especially with Adrenal and attack upgrades, which these do. They have +1 melee attack. Those Adrenalings are just super good. So let's see here. How do we handle this? We bring our own lurkers in. We kill the detection if any exists right now, and there doesn't. Oh no, HerO's lurkers are taking some lurker spines for sure. And then the Hydras are just kind of focusing them down. Bam, bam, bam. 3-3 Hydras are no mess. Do not mess with that stuff at all. Ling's running into the lurkers and trying to take them down. No, that's not happening. And Killer might actually wipe out this base. What's he going to do? I mean, finishing off this enemy Nidus Canal so that reinforcements can't do this? Or, you know, run into lurker attacks and to your deaths? Nope, nope. Okay, well, the range damage from the lurkers is not hitting the Zerglings, but I thought the splash would do more. Mutalisks at the 6 o'clock base here from Killer, trying to snipe down this Nidus network, and by golly, they're going to get it. Uh-oh, so this base is in trouble. Once again, remember when I said that HerO has the advantage at the moment? He still has the advantage. He's been all over the place. Saving this 5th base was not easy. Oh, got the lurker. That's massive. Once again, killing that Nidus Canal would have been really super nice. All right, so we plague the Ultras. And the splash damage is doing some work. Oh, they came out. They came out of the Nidus. He's still covered by the Dark Swarm, you guys. Make him back out a little bit. Okay, so Nidus Canal goes down. Drones are trying to evacuate. That's not happening. Focus the Defiler. Kill the Defiler. It's a problem for you. Guess it doesn't really matter. All right, so 5th base dead. How is this base technically alive for Killer? Where did all those Mutalisks go? All right, well, yep, this base is dead. And by that, I mean, maybe we can save it. Okay, Killer doing a bit of a reversal here. Oh, the Plague, though. The Plague, but losing yet another huge source of income, even just temporarily here for HerO. It is not good for him. Comes back around to try to take down Killer's 4th. Doesn't happen. These lurkers, though, really saving the day right now. Like, absolutely. Doing huge chunks of damage to these Ultralisks. I mean, probably going to kill this one, but all the Hydras are dead. Where are the reinforcing? These Zerglings could do some work at this base. It doesn't matter. The base goes down to the 6 kill and the 4 kill lurker. Holy crap. Dude, is Killer gonna, again, reversal. He's still down about 10 supply, but dude, HerO just got knocked down to 3 total bases, and 2 of them are extremely mined out. He is still mining from this 12 o'clock. But, my gosh. Ultralisks. Attacking eggs. Which, sure, that works, I guess. Zerglings fighting Ultras is never a good experience. I've experienced myself. Oh, beautiful Plague on Killer's lane group here, too. And look at this. Killer ends up losing his 3rd on the right side of the map. So we're both down to 1 mining base. It's 35 to 33 total workers. We are way oversaturated on the 1 mining base that's available for both of these players. The Ultras are still chomping over here. But I mean, I guess the Lurkers kind of own this left side too. So both players' bases on the left and right side of the map are having a really bad time. Ultra Ling versus Ultra Zergling. Sunken up. More Ultras are pouring in from HerO. This is not looking good for Killer. Is it too many Scourge? Is it potentially too many Scourge? Oh, you should be killing this Overlord Scourge. That didn't work out very well at all. Those poor Lurkers died because you didn't kill the detection you were intended to kill. Yeah, so Killer's just getting overrun here. He's at 58 total supply. His main base is effectively in shambles right now. Ultralisk's in the mix. Chomping away, chowing away. Hydralisk Den goes down. Defiler Mound gonna die here too. All the tech's going down. Macro Hatch is going down. The Spire, the Hive is probably gonna die. Killer just doesn't have anything left, man. I mean, HerO doesn't have any money either, mind you. So, with the rest of Killer's money, he just built some Mutalisks, and probably in a futile attempt to save his Hive would be my guess. Yeah, Hive down. That's a 10-kill Ultralisk and an 8-kill Ultralisk. Not too shabby, but Killer has this base set up. He's got a healthier mineral column here. Mineral line base of... I don't even know what we're talking about anymore. Dark Swarm up all over this base. Can Killer hold it? I don't know, man. The Mutalisk damage is good against these Ultras, but you have the Burrow upgrade Killer. That'd be pretty good at this point, I feel like. But, Scourge are killing. Okay, killing detection. So the Ultras... Oh my gosh, that is an 8 HP Ultralisk. Killing detection is a huge way to save this base. 15 workers for Killer, but at least his income is something. Look at all these idle workers for HerO right now. He is getting some gas on the return trips from those expired geysers, but not a lot. Are you going to try to Plague up here? I don't know, the Dark Swarm helps you a lot. Oh, Plague was the Overlord bait? I don't know, but those are... Oh, the Defiler. Dark Swarm self-save, baby. Also, there's no anti-air, so the Mutas, while plagued... Oh, crap. 2 healthy Mutalisks. Run! Oh! 3 healthy Mutalisks, man. That's all it takes against your plagued Mutas because that bounce. The Glaive Worm bounce. Dude, that's it. We're done. Killer has nothing left. Now he's trying to get a Spore up. It doesn't take too long, but his drone count is falling all over the place. HerO needs to do some long-distance mining if he's going to be able to take a hatch anywhere else, right? Right. Yes, he is. The Mutas are just, like, trying to mine and not die at the same time. This is not an easy thing to pull off. Alright, so Spores are up. And the Mutas are taking hits. And the Overlords are taking hits. And the Lurkers... Dude, this is a Custer's Last Stand situation right now from Killer. I don't know if he can do it, is the large problem at the moment. But once again, he has income, and HerO has the long-distance mining income of this, which, not particularly great, I would say. It is 60 supply, though, for HerO. About 30 of that is workers. So, it's actually 30 supply in army for HerO. Are there any Defilers left at all for Killer? I don't know that there are. Yeah, I think this is getting an epic tag. If it's 60 to 20 supply at the end of a 40-minute game, it's been pretty bonkers, that's for sure. No, why would you come in here, Ultralisk? Don't do it. Just don't come in here. It's gonna be like this trip, maybe? This trip, maybe. Actually, all we have to do is go up to the natural. I don't know why I thought we were going further than that. We're not going further than that. So he's gonna get this base up, unless there are some units out there that Killer has that I'm unaware of. This one Zergling is gonna be like, I'm gonna deny your attempt to expand all by myself. I have no attack upgrades, but I have Adrenal. Worker count is not really your thing right now. Oh, but getting the Mutalisk out of there. Ah, the drones. Too many drones for that poor Zergling. Ultralisk with 57 HP coming to defend this newfound base. Killer's rebuilding his Spire. And he, man, 5 Mutalisks with the Scourge that he already has might very well be enough. Oh, he scouts the Spire. He's like, all right, what tech are you going for on this one base? And the answer is definitely Spire. It's definitely going to be an attempt at like 5 Mutalisks. He'll have enough minerals for that. The Lurker's really defending hard. So this base gonna finish eventually. The long distance mining continues for HerO in the meantime. 3 Mutalisks on the... What is that? What? This one Defiler just wanders up here. Kill the Overlord. No? Okay, we're gonna let this Ultralisk do whatever it wants for a minute. More Ultras coming in, though. Lurkers chase them away. The Plague. Ooh. Oh. On the Overlords, on the Lair, on the Spore, on the... What? What? If you Plague eggs, do the units that hatch from them come out with Plague? I did not know that. What? Oh my gosh, that Plague might have been the clutchest thing I've ever seen in a ZVZ. The Mutalisks are all dead. But that means there's no more... Okay, there's one. There's one Mutalisk from Killer. Oh, there's more coming in from HerO. Dude, I'm astounded at that play from HerO. He comes in, scouts the Spire, says, okay, so it's gonna be Mutalisks coming out of these eggs. I'm set my Defiler here, plague those eggs at the right time. And when the Mutalisks pop out, they will be plagued. Unless he might have had a plague out as they were hatching, but I really don't think that's what happened. We're going to rewind and take a look at that, is what we're going to do. We're definitely going to rewind. All right, Scourge, fine. Yeah, this Overlord being alive is a oh my gosh, the plague again on Killer's Mutalisks. They're so weak when they're plagued. Oh my gosh, the drone count, though, for HerO is not good. Dude, Dude! This game is crazy! Overlord! No! 2 Lurkers remain! Oh my gosh, are they gonna get this hatch? Oh my gosh, are they gonna get this hatch? 173. 124. 75, 50, that's it. That's it. That's it. The Lurkers die, but the hatch is dead. The Scourge is trying to take down Mutalisks. Can't quite do it. It's 15 total supply. The Ultralisks have arrived. The Lurkers all went on an offensive journey. And I think that's it. Killer. GG's out. And HerO is your order in 43 minutes and 56 seconds. Oh my gosh. Oh, that was incredible. All right, while I wax eloquent about the ending of this game, I gotta go back to like 40 minutes real fast. Killer was on a back foot for a lot of this match. Let's not sugarcoat it. HerO had the advantage for most of the time. Like, maybe not all of the time, but definitely most of the time. We're going to press play here and take a look. But, wow. Hit that like button for that epic ZBZ. That was amazing. Amazing. Wait, hang on. Did we already do the Mutalisk thing? No, because the Spire's still coming up. So speed it up. See, Overlord pokes in, sees the Spire. Says, alright, this is the only hatch that exists for Killer. So we're just going to wander a Defiler in, out of range. Right? Out of range of the Lurkers. And just wait. And just wait. And just be really patient. We're not plaguing the drones. We're not plaguing the Defilers at all, right? Or the Lurkers. There's the plague. They are the eggs. No. And then they hatch and they're plagued. I was unaware of this interaction, y'all. I did not know it. Oh, but... they come out plagued. They're like fetal alcohol syndrome babies. That's tragic. Oh yeah, I have to speed this up to get the right score at the end. So blah blah blah. HerO. I mean, that was that was such a stupidly clutch play. Like such a stupidly clutch play. And the Ultralisk tech. That was epic. Epic. Super fun. Man, if you didn't hit the like button on that one, I really don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. 247,000 points for Killer, 263,000 points for HerO. Ended up producing more units for HerO, which makes sense. He had better macro throughout most of the game. Killer killed more stuff. But the numbers here, yeah, the math adds up to where HerO just had a few more, which, again, a few more Ultras and a few more Mutas at the end of the game is all that he had. Raised a bunch more buildings to HerO, which is nice, in a ZVZ for sure. Minerals Mine is very close, about 200 minerals off there. Or rather, Gas Mine. Minerals Mine is about, like, 100 off. And total spent is 3 plus 2, 500. Like, 500 total resources spent off. That's crazy. HerO just got some more cost-efficient engagements, right? Which, again, is how you win games. Absolutely great. Just a great ZVZ. RJB, thank you very much for sending me that replay. That was a ton of fun. 43 minutes. ZVZ epic macro game. Ultras, Defilers, Plague and Dark Swarm, Lurkers, Hydras, Scourge, Devours, Mutalisks, Lings. What else do you want? What else do you want here? You could make some Guardians, but they suck. They're so bad in this matchup, so don't do those. But GG. GG for sure. And that's going to be it for me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. If you like what you saw and what you heard today, you can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.